Alright, tonight we're going to be doing another build and go. We're going to be playing green-red monsters. Brennan the Candio has been crushing with this deck. And we're probably going to play something very close to what he has. I know he's been testing with it a lot. It's something I've been looking at for a while. I just kind of want to see what it's got. So green-red monsters. It's a standard deck. Let's do the easy ones first. So we've got standard format. Just make our searching a little bit easier. So I think the first one we're going to want is a Braid. Quick 4 of. Pretty easy there. So at first I was pretty down on Earthshaker Kenra in this list. But Michelle had built the list a little bit, or we borrowed a list from Dan, and it was very surprising to me how good Earthshaker Kenra was in a deck like this. Just curving out like Phoenix into Glorybringer into Eternalize the Kenra was pretty insane. There's also another Kenra, the green one, that this list plays, that again has been pretty interesting to me. I wouldn't say it's an all-star in the deck, but it definitely helps you prevent flooding. The worst creatures in the deck seem to be the 3-drops. I saw some Jadelight Rangers, they're okay. I saw some Captain Lannery Storms, which didn't really impress me. He's running some Pias now. I'm not sold on this card, so we're just gonna put those over in the maybe. But currently he has 2. The other card that he has the 2 of is Ronus the Indomitable. I definitely want to try this card out, so we will have 2 of these. And then your typical 4 Jadelight Rangers. I'm not sold on these being good, but I think they're probably the best 3-drop. They die to a lot of things. Kindling Phoenix is a auto include of 4. Glorybringer, it's an auto include of 4. And then Struggle to Survive, I think, is a must 2 of. And usually want 4 in your 75. This is one of the few answers, although not great, to Scarab God. And it's also, it can help you deal with problem decks like blue-white, because they're forced to approach, they're forced to shuffle, excuse me, but also God Pharaoh's Gift, being able to force them to shuffle as well. Not great answer to Scarab God, because it doesn't permanently get rid of it, but it is an option. Alright, in our testing, this deck had problems with mono red, and I think some of this sideboard makes a lot of sense to shore that up. You can kind of tell that Brennan had issues. The 4th copy of Magma Spray is pretty glaring. And then the other 2 cards he has are 2 Hour of Devastation. I assume these are for mono red. I can't think of much else in the format. I guess there's the new green-white deck that you probably want them. Carnage Tyrant, I think, is for the Grixis decks and the blue-black decks. Makes a lot of sense to me. Thrashing Bronzodon. He used to run 2 in the main, and I think they were fine, but I do think they should be sideboard card, and Pia is probably a slightly better card, just because you get a 2-for-1 body. Deathgorge Scavenger is an easy include for decks like this. So I don't think God Pharaoh's Gift should be a problem between 4 Braids. Might not even bring in the struggles. We have Magma Sprays that we probably leave in for the Champion of Wits. And then we have Deathgorge Scavengers and Bronzodons to bring in. So definitely seems like I have a lot of answers there. And then the last 2 cards are the Struggle to Survive. So this list looks pretty clean. I don't know if there's much else we want to run other than Pia. Clearly Brennan's been testing this deck a lot, and maybe these Pias are just supposed to be there. Guess we could try them. Are there any other cards that people can consider in the 3-drop other than Captain Lannery Storm that they'd like to try? Could see Rhonas, or not Rhonas, Rishkar as a consideration. This deck used to have Verdurous Gearhulks. He cut them, and he basically cut them for the Pias, so I think he was just trying to lower the curve. Rhonas the Indomitable is also kind of a new inclusion. Alright, so we need Magma Sprays, right? Magma Sprays. So the main board has 3 of them. This card is very good right now, in my opinion. Kills Jadelight Ranger pretty easily. Kills all of these guys in the mirror. You can like Abrade plus Magma Spray away a Scarab God. And then obviously it's just very good against mono red. So the mana is interesting to me. So it looks like 3, 6, 7 forest. I would assume that you would want just like 4 Oasis, but Brennan's only running 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess we can run 2 of these instead. Past Ship Oasis. 2 of Rebound Crag, right? Rebound Crag. And then Sheltered Thicket? Sheltered. That's a. And then, so if we have 25 lands, because we have enough Explore, and we want to hit our land drop, we'd have 8 mountains. And then that makes 60 cards. We could cut a land and run a Rishkar. It's kind of a land, right? The only downside to that is like I don't think putting a counter on any of these 2-drops is like worthwhile, other than for mana reasons. So I don't think Rishkar is where we want to be. I mean, it's possible if we hit a spell off Branchwalker. Yeah, I mean, Earthshaker Kendra coming back from the yard, like you have to Vraska's Contempt it essentially, which means your Rekindling Phoenixes are also pretty rough. Like I wouldn't consider blue-black unwinnable, and you know blue-black certainly wants to face these creature decks, but I think you have a lot of game against them, especially if you're on the play. Game 1 might be a little rough if you draw too many spells, but hopefully this Branchwalkers and the Jadelights like help you filter out the bad cards in the matchup. So this is card for card Brennan's list. They make a lot of sense to me. The only cards that don't are these 2 hours. I just don't fully understand them. Like, it kills all of your own stuff. When are we bringing in these Hour of Devastation? Like, I don't even want Sweltering Suns because of our Phoenixes. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a great matchup, Brad. Don't get me wrong. kind of want to cut an hour of Devastation for a Chandra. Gonna do that. I don't want too many of these against mono red. Alright, we're gonna try this. Let's export the deck. Update the stream title. My extensions. See if I have Stream Decker turned on or not. Do not. That's just because you are Brad Selkin. I mean, Selkin definitely rips some cards sometimes. Not that we don't. Oh, right, okay. 75 cards. It's really interesting to me that they posted 5-0 deck lists from today. I don't know if I really drew that insane, Brad. Like, we hit cards that we were hoping for. I think there was only one time, like, we either, like, tried to chart a course into some cards, which saw us 2 cards, right? Or we strategic planning into some cards. We did have some strategic plannings that were, like, the nuts, like, literal perfects. But I think there was only one time yesterday where, like, we want to draw exactly Refurbish, and we drew it for the turn, just natural. There was a blue-green Merfolk deck that 5-0'd today. There was a Bant deck that 5-0'd today. That seems like a bad matchup for us. Grixis 5-0'd. A mono red 5-0'd. Oh, it was mono red with, like, basically all of the good red creatures from this list. And it was playing Dunes of the Dead and Scavenger Grounds. Interesting. And 3 treasure maps. So it's like desert red, essentially. Seems kind of medium to me. Yesterday we had green-red dinosaurs 5-0. Which is basically like this. It was this list. Yeah, it was this list. Our blue-white GPG list yesterday did not make the 5-0 list. I was really sad. My curse continues. Right now, we're waiting on Mana Traders to give us our cards. It's currently selecting all the cards for us. Mana Traders is a pretty great piece of software here. Might be stuck on a card. No, there it goes. Yesterday this took like half a minute. It's pretty awesome. Definitely the fastest I've ever seen it take. Alright, there's an important email I need to send real quick. So bear with me. Alright, so shoot. Okay, there we go. So Michelle and I went on our honeymoon, right? And we did this like photo package that was part of the hotel, and they had wristbands that you'd like scan and you could take photos and it would save, and I've been having some problems getting them. So I've been trying to work with the people all the way in Mexico to resolve it, and it's kind of been a hassle. They just sent me an email to request some information, so I wanted to respond real quick. Alright, so we got our deck. Let's jump into the league. This league started 4 weeks ago, and the most undefeated trophies is 9. It's kind of insane, right? Like, standard is not solved. And it might not be, like, I hate to use the word solved, but it's possible that it's just, like, not... You know, it might not have a solution. It might just be play whatever you want right now. We just have one. It started on the 15th. I think we've only done, like, 2 standard leagues since the 15th. Alright, so we're playing against Mono Red. It's also possible it's not being played very much. Like standard as a whole. It's hard to say, right? Fanatical Firebrand, sure. I think I just want to play Earthshaker Kendra here. Kind of save my Abrade for like a Kariazev. I guess I should play Resilient Kendra, right? On-crop Crasher would also be another thing we'd want to kill. One has 3 cards. I definitely want to play Ronus on 4. So I might want to play it on 3. Although now I'm not going to get to. Alright, that was a good 3-drop to draw. I will put that in the graveyard. And I'll put that in the graveyard. We really want to draw a land so we can play Glorybringer on 5. Next turn we'll be able to Kendra plus a Braid. Don't lightning strike me too, bro. I'm getting lightning struck. Yep. Take 4 down to 8. Untap Kendra. Kill On-crop Crasher. Hope he doesn't have land Hezeret. Then we're in real trouble. Still need that land though. Just want to block. Just want to be able to block. Land? Nice. Oh, this is tough. Like, I want to kill the Kendra, I think, even though I can get it back later. We're dead to shock anyway. Yeah, we die to shock. Don't land Hezeret at me. Give me 1 turn. Sure, just have the second Kendra. Yeah, this matchup doesn't feel great. Chandra's Defeat, Magma Spray, Hour of Devastation. I want the 3 drops. Board out the Struggler Survives. Like, I want to draw a Ronus, but I also don't want to draw a Ronus. I think I can board out a land. Yeah. No, I agree with that. I probably don't want 2 though, right? The problem, like, you want Ronus because it can block Hezeret, but you don't want Ronus because there's a good chance you're not, like, he might just kill all of our things. I think we needed, I don't know what we needed. On-crop Crasher is still a broken card. We need like Whirler Virtuoso essentially. Hey Billy. Oh, the 1/4 Archer's pretty good as well, yeah. It's not great though, like it can still like not, you know, they can still make it so you can't block with basically all of their threaten effects. I think if we won the die roll, we were in good shape that game. A braid. Yeah, we're probably gonna want a braid. And snap blocking. Sure. I don't think I want another copy of a braid, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna top it. Alright, that's a lot of braids. That might be too many braids. We still need creatures to be able to kill him. It's fine. Just gonna get the Bomat Curry out of here. It's a pretty good draw. I'm gonna leave open a braid, which is why I'm not playing this Kendra. Here comes Glorybringer, I would assume. Nope. Just a concession from our opponent. Alright, on the draw, Burning Out Ronus. Do we feel like our opponent boarded bigger? And if they did, like, how many of these Chandras should I board in? Do something like this. Alright, let's do it. Alright, we got 6 one-mana kill spells. Let's have one in our opening hand this game. I say that and then we're just gonna have 5 forests. I don't know, Brad. Like, My instinct tells me no. It's a repeatable. I can block over and over again unless they 2-for-1 it. It's also like 1 mana cheaper. Give me an argument why you think Glorybringer is better. If the idea is that you're only just killing their creature, that's an okay argument, but like we did that game 1, like we literally curved out game 1 and it wasn't enough. Think I have to mulligan this? I have no interaction. My lands come into play tapped. I'm not doing anything until turn 3. I'm gonna mulligan. Keep this. We'll put this on top. Probably play Mountain on turn 1. Yeah, I think Glorybringer is just like too slow. I probably need to spray this right away. Just so he doesn't have some, like, I don't want to have to sit there with tempo and hold up Lightning Bolt. Here comes Karazev, sure. Alright, we really need to draw a forest. I need a land here. Putting that in the graveyard. This dies. Yep. Phoenix is kind of a problem. Need a land here. Sweet. So we can deal with this next turn. Yeah, they showed us 2 1-drops. Certainly losing now. I'm hoping to basically gain a crap ton of life off this Hazoret. Or off this Chandra, rather. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was really close. Almost targeted the Hazoret there. I don't know why I put it on the right. Hopefully he can't answer this Chandra and he needs to attack it. I guess he can just discard. Yep. And this is what Brennan DeCandio complained about constantly, that this card cannot be dealt with in green and red. I need a Phoenix, but a Phoenix doesn't do it because of Scavenger Grounds? Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fine. So we kind of need an hour of devastation? Alright, I think I'm going to wait on this, so so I can eat. And then we'll cycle this turn. God, like the literal perfect. Just trying to cycle into a 1-mana spell. It's not. We're just dead, right? We take 8, we go to 2. We have to gain life somehow. Yeah, that was the literal perfect. Well, mono red feels unwinnable. We might have had a shot. It's probably, it's possible Dan I played a little too defensively. Maybe I'm just supposed to try to erase them. It's the only thing I can think, because that felt awful. We have a cycle land, which is the only reason we're keeping this. Now we're gonna play against that green-white. Yeah. I will graveyard this.
Away from home. Show me all the places I've never known.
I don't think blocking's a line of winning. It would cost him 4 life though.
Race all of these broken dreams and
Servo Expedition, that's a spicy one. Alright, he bend it. I have a feeling we're gonna lose because we're on the draw again. Like, he's just gonna appeal. We're gonna take a huge hit, and like our Glorybringer's gonna be too slow. So Ram's expertise. Oh yeah. Well, hopefully he doesn't have. Okay. Well, we can't race it all now. Yep. Tap our 2 guys. Swing for 1,000,000. We are dead. Wow. That was not good. Killing Andonto Vanguard might be why he has 2 of these in the list. Yeah, it's possible, White. It's kind of what I was just thinking. He's just going wide, so struggle to survive. The likelihood it gets appeal for authority is so low, right? Not sure what I want to cut. I'm on the play and it feels like a racing situation. I could see any of these 5 cards, so I'm going to do 1 Abrade and 1 Ronus. Keep this. Need a red source. Sacred Cat, that's what I want to see. Alright, we got our mountain. No blacks. This is only ever trading with a 1/1. I want to be able to threaten a block, which is why I didn't play Ronus last turn. I'm going to play it on turn 5 along with the Kenra. I'm definitely okay trading all 3 of these things since he has the Legion Landing and he missed his land drop. Since he's choked on mana, I'm blocking Sacred Cat. Notably, our opponent doesn't have any green mana. I don't really care about Adanto Vanguard too much. Don't think Magma Spraying at the moment is worthwhile. 2, 4, 6. We could bring back the Kenra. But I feel like giving Trample to something is probably going to be more valuable here, since he has a ton of 1/1s. Do not want to eat my guy. So this is 7. I think I just pumped twice, right? Nine, 10, 11. Oh, he gains 1? Sure. I mean, it seems fine. Carnage Tyrant actually... Man, it feels okay, but I think it's too slow. Trample seems very relevant here. Since he's playing Servo's Expedition and Saram's Expertise. A Sweltering Suns would have been nice. I'm gonna board out a Kendra on the draw. It doesn't feel very good given he's making like 2/1/1s. Like we're not getting in with it very often. We get to get it back, but alright. We have an hour and we have a removal spell, so I'm gonna keep. I'm just going to try to keep him off tokens. If he doesn't want to block, that's fine. Don't let your Ronus get hosed. Yeah, I'm not going to play Ronus on 3. Legion's Landing entered the... See what he does with this Legion's Landing. I would imagine he wants it. Yep. Just gonna go ahead and kill this. Play this and pass. I don't think 5 damage is worth, or I guess 4 damage is worth not spending an Abrade there. I'm hoping he kind of just like dumps his hand here. And then we'll play Earthshaker Kendra on blocking duty. Well, that's a thing. I'm hoping he doesn't have like a Saram's Expertise here. If he just has Legion's Landing. Well guys, he had it. This is like the one thing that doesn't die. To like, I just have to do it though. Alright. You can pay 4 mana to make a 1/1. Alright, an untapped land would be good. Gosh dang it. Untapped land. Alright, I need this to be a 4-power dude. Come on! Magma Spray. It has to be 4 power, so I'm gonna top it, but then I'm gonna bin it. Oh, this is gonna be hard to beat though. The fact that it doesn't die to hour sucks for us. Aether Sphere Harvester is not bad. How do we win? I don't know how we win. I guess we need a Glory Bringer.
I feel like I fought all my life for this. This one part, this 1/3 I've always missed. No, just don't let it go. I started the fight, but
So we can like trade with this, but then this gets to stick around. He can't trade with both of them, so we can definitely block with this next turn. We're like a dead to Appeal for Authority anyway, from not playing around it. Oh, we're just dead. I'm so dumb. That was such bad play on my part. Oh, Brad, what are you doing? I don't want to talk about it. I don't know why I did that. I can't math. For whatever reason in my head, I was like, alright. Because we put blue on a Ketra that said it can't block. So for whatever reason in my head, I had it saying can't attack or block. Even though I knew. Oh, that was bad. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, man. These hands are all awkward. Everything about them seems awkward. Like, I need a forest here, but I have a Magma Spray. I have this Glory Bringer I'm keeping. I want to draw a Rootbound Crag or a Sheltered Thicket. Oh no. Oh no, it might be black-white tokens. We are professional Magic players, sirs. Man, if we would have played God Pharaoh, if this is black-white tokens, and we would have played God Pharaoh's Gift tonight again, we would be crushing. I don't really need any more lands, so I just want to make sure I'm hitting gas off this. So this could be a... Alright, cycling a cast out. It's good for us. Argos Bloodfast in the main? That doesn't seem very good. Alright, he's tapped out, so I'm tapping out on the main phase. I'm leaving open Magma Spray here. If he has like, what's that? We have to worry about Settle the Wreckage. Okay, we don't have to worry about Settle the Wreckage? Okay. We do have to worry about Settle the Wreckage. 4 mana, Anointed Procession. Alright. How much do we want to lose to Fumigate? We could play Kendra and pump the flyer, so it's 3, 6, 8 damage, takes them to 9, and then if they don't have anything, we can Glorybringer next turn. And then the turn after we can Kendra. Bloodfast in the main seems aggressive. If they have Fumigate, certainly they would Fumigate here. We'll probably just No, we need a Glorybringer next turn. Okay, so he's just dead. I'm just dead, sir. Alright. Carnage Tyrant, pretty good here. Deathgorge Scavenger, decent. Getting Anointed Priest out of the graveyard is pretty important. Magma Spray is also good. Chandra's really good because they don't have many answers to Planeswalkers. Thrashing Brontodon is amazing. Struggle to Survives are out. Abrades are out. Ronus seems really good. Pia's okay. Earthshaker Kendras are really awful. We don't want too many Magma Sprays though. We kind of want like 1 or 2. They're actually probably just not worth playing. You can get Anointer Priest with them, but we have the Scavengers for that. I think we just want all our threats and try to kill them fast. I'm gonna keep. We have a lot of 2-drops in our deck that we can draw. We have these 2 double Glorybringers, which are hard for this deck to answer. Treasure map? Yep, that's fine. This version of the deck I've never been excited about. Resilient Kenra, you can go to the graveyard. Chandra, you can go to the top of the library. Field of Ruin? Sure. So the real question is, would you Field of Ruin here? I hate Field of Ruin, and this is why. This right here showcases why I hate Field of Ruin. I should be able to not shuffle. Unless he has a Binding or a Cast Out in his hand, I'm 100% to shuffle with this Field of Ruin. Okay, he chose not to. Alright, he's got 3 cards. Okay, he had the Cast Out. That's fine. It's 2 1/1s. This is 6 to bring back. No point in exerting. Attacking here is free. He's sacking it anyway. He might fumigate here. Sure. I think I slam Carnage Tyrant.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in
This is gonna put him like must have an answer right now.
all I hear is
We can make this 11 next turn if we want.
I know my limits.
Definitely blocking.
Down, but I'll stay till
When you're playing against this deck, always never block in the early turns, always block in the later turns.
10 minutes for quite some
Sure.
time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again, see you again.
Cycle this end of turn. Start, yep. Assume he's gonna finish here.
Reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong. And
I'm thinking about not playing Oasis. It's double green, so if we draw a second copy of Oasis, we can't pop both. And I don't want him to know that we have this Oasis. What would be the downside? If I draw Glorybringer, we can't do both. Kenra's 6, so he can't do both. We would need 10 mana. So I'm gonna hide the fact that we have this. The fact he did no scrying on his upkeep makes me feel like... Also, it doesn't play into the Field of Runes. Profane Procession. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So he's going to take out our Rekindling Phoenix. Is that a good draw? That seems like a good draw. Oh no! I thought we got it back. Thought we got it back, guys. Alright. We have a game plan. He can disrupt it, but we have a plan. Yeah, I had 2 processions out in my black-white list that I played this last weekend, but I never drew them, like ever. I brought them in almost every matchup that I played, and I never drew them. It was really sad. Hey, our opponent figured it out. Have nothing. Well, our opponent continues to figure it out. We're at 7. He has 7 guys. We have 8 mana. We can do both of these. I'm going to lead on this in case we hit an Earthshaker in the yard, because it would have haste. Doesn't have a Sheep at Dunes. We're not beating that anyway. I mean, this is definitely the matchup. If I'm a tokens player, I want to be playing against. The only card I'm really scared of is Thrashing Brontodon. And we pretty much had to take Profane Procession or we just lose. I was thinking we got our Phoenix back, but it wouldn't matter if we took, like, Cast out. Leaving 1 back. So our out is Glorybringer? Glorybringer is no longer an out. That doesn't do anything, right? I don't think this does anything. Let's see. He blocks 6 of it, and we can pump for 6, so he goes to 4. Yeah. And we block 1 thing. Yep. I'll make sure there's no crazy bug. Yep, opponent takes 4 and we die. Black, white, procession. We don't have many answers to that. Guess we're running it back. Hoping to be a little faster this time. Keep this. We need a green source, but we have a branch walker. Play the mountain in case we draw a rootbound crag. Really? Gonna graveyard that because it's not very good against this card. Alright, we need a red source. Graveyard. It's good. Did you guys play Phoenix next turn or Chandra? Chandra, right? Just threaten the ultimate. Moment of craving, sure. See if he has the cast out. He does. Sad days. I guess we can Brontodon and blow it up. Really like my Chandra back. Thank you. Nah, I think forcing him to deal with the Chandra again is the right play. I mean, he just had 2 of them. It's fine though. Makes my Phoenix so much better. Like, next turn's lethal. If he taps out. I liked Arch in my list. So he's just dead, right? He has to have exactly Fatal Push as his last card. I don't know, our opponent's deck seemed like it was trying to do too many things. Like, it had Argyl's Bloodfast in the main, Procession, it had like Moment of Cravings, but it was also running stockpiles. Like, it almost seemed like it might have just been better as like a black-white control list with Procession in it. And maybe that's a deck. I feel like this list could even play Hazoret. Is that unreasonable? It just as like a 1 or 2 of? Especially now that the curve's lowered. We're on the play. I'm not excited about this hand. It's got too many 3s. I think I'm supposed to keep, though. Get my F8 value on. Oh god, now we're gonna play against freaking blue-black control, and we're never gonna draw a land, and we're just gonna lose. Is this a search for Azcanta? Gross. Gross, gross, gross. This matchup feels bad. Missing that land means there's a very good chance we're like never going to be able to put this Phoenix on the field. It's going to get countered easily, or contempted for that matter. Also, missing our land drops means we can't struggle to survive. Alright, well, I'm actually going to bin in a braid here, I guess. He plays Scarab God, we can't win. Okay. I want to attack as fast as possible here, even though we drew a land. Just wanted to think like we didn't draw a land, you know? Imagine this gets countered. Yep. Alright, we need to hit our next 2 land drops on time. Kender might actually get there. Ooh. I like that. will play around Censor, but I'm not going to play out my Phoenix yet. No sixth land's good for us. I can play Kendra pre-combat pretty safely. The question is, what do I want to put it on? The flyer actually seems like it might be relevant. I'm just gonna go to attacks and hope he kills something. I think I have to play Phoenix this turn. It's very likely going to get contempted. Disallowed? Sure. Supreme will, okay. I'm okay with that. One land short from flipping, or one card short from flipping. If he plays Gear Hulk this turn. If he plays Scarab God, definitely need to rip a land. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Now I think I'm just playing Glorybringer. Zero Tool, thank you for the follow. Much love, much love. This gets contempted. Goes to 9. Down to 8. This flips. It's gonna be hard to win from here. We kind of postulated that this would be a bad matchup. I think that it is. Like, I want to play Glorybringer, but into a Gear Hulk, it's just like awful. Yep. Can we not play Field of Ruin in this deck, like as a 2-color deck? Is that not reasonable? I guess we have a lot of double green and double red. He has a Fatal Push for this. Now we just have these really bad cards in our hands. Please don't Gear Hulk me. Why would I kill my own token in response? It was just a fatal push. Braid does not kill Kendra. So I think we can assume he does not have a Gearhulk in his hand. Doesn't look like he found a fatal push either. Sweet. There's a Braid. Alright, this Glorybringer might get there. Struggles are... Survive is instant speed, so it doesn't actually do much. Gonna make him answer both of our threats. You found a Gearhulk. That's gross. Primo. Interesting. I'm pretty sure he ripped this. Otherwise he would have cast it last turn, I would think. Glimmers, fine. He has a lot of looks at a fatal push here. Land would be good. Nice. I have 6 of them. I think I'm fine letting that resolve. Vraska's Contempt doesn't do it. He has an Abrade in hand. Don't think that does it either. Man, this is tough. He has a Contempt, so that deals with this Resilient Kendra. Deals with pretty much all my threats. Part of me wants to survive so that if he has a Scarab God, he can't play Scarab God and immediately eat something. I don't know if this is right, but this is the line I'm taking. This feels really bad. This matchup feels awful. I'm gonna graveyard that since it represents a hasty threat. Yep. Another Glimmer. Oh, it's so gross. He topped the last two. Or so no, he bottomed the last two. He bottomed these two as well. I know he has a contempt. But I just have to get this out of my graveyard. Oh, man, I don't know. Yep. It's 2 Kendra down. Yeah, the problem I had, Dan, is at the time we had 2 graveyard creatures in our yard. I actually think Pia might be slightly better to resolve. Nice. Not another Glimmer. Oh no, just activating. Okay. This doesn't help him find Gearhulk or Scarab God, which is how he beats us. Another Contempt though, gross. So that's 3 Glimmers down already. Top, bottom. Oh, sick. I have to let that happen. Three Kender down. I'd like to draw like a Phoenix or another Glorybringer. One of the reasons I didn't kill my own Kender in response is because I have Phoenix in my deck. If I'm putting a stop on my own end step so that I get priority after this Glimmer. I want the Glimmer to resolve, and then I want to Abrade. I want him to scry as though I'm not doing this. That's a tilt. I guess we're losing to the Scarab God here. If he finds Scarab God, he can activate exactly once. Which will be enough to beat us. Part of me wants to shuffle again, but I don't know if I'm supposed to. I can't beat a Resolve Scarab God right now. I'd like to draw some business spells. We know he has a Contempt. Right now, I'm just kind of wearing down his clock. I feel like that's what's going on. I don't think we can win. I think our odds to win are like less than 5%. Essence Scatter, sure. This really isn't very exciting Magic, though. Alright, we'll concede. Carnage Tyrant in, Brontodon in, Scavenger in, Magma Sprays out. I want Struggle, which means I don't want a Braids. Chandra in. 4 cards. Resilient Kenra seems like kind of the worst creature. I'm gonna board out a land. I'm gonna board out a mountain. And guess I'll just do 3 struggle. Struggler survives the cleanest answer we have to the Scarab God. I don't think like trying to kill Gear Hulks with a Braid is like where we want to be. You kind of want to counter them, which we can't do. I don't know, I think this list has been heavily mediocre tonight. I'm gonna keep and hope we draw a land. Come on, deck. I need a land next turn. Come on, deck. I need a land. God, we're gonna lose again because we can't curve out. Dang it. gonna lead on Scavenger since we have a second copy. What is this? Oh, sure. Oh, please draw a land. Please draw a land. Ah, really? I'm so sad right now. This can't die to a Braid, which is the reason I'm doing this. God, that's so sad. We could have taken over this game if we drew a land there. Made mana. Scarab God. Sure. That's an absolute tilt. If we drew land, I think we were in this game, and now we just lose. I'm gonna eat my own Kendra here. No business in giving him a 4/4. Guessing he doesn't have a land, because if he had a land, I would have used Chandra for mana. None of my attacks are good. That game's over. All right, we're 3-1. Going into the last round. This is how I saw a lot of the decks play out. A lot of like the red, green, and Temur based decks play out at the PPTQ I was at last weekend as well. They just like really folded to Grixis control and blue-black control as well. As long as they're running like 4 copies of Vraska's Contempt. I don't think it was quite that bad. Us just not drawing lands either game that we lost was pretty mediocre. So a decent hand. Keep that. I'm gonna go Branchwalker into Kendra, hopefully. I mean, Brendan DeCandio went 10-0 with it in 2 leagues. That does not mean he could have played all really good matchups. But I'm not sure what the good matchups are, is the thing. I wish we had an answer to that card. I'm gonna bin this, but I want it to be a 4 power for Ronus, so I'm gonna top and then bin it. Gross. I think getting Ronus online is better here. It's likely to eat a contempt though, I feel like. Yeah, I agree, Brad. I think I'm just playing Ronus. Would have been a great Phoenix turn, I think. Definitely feels like a Vraska's Contempt. We can kind of only attack with 1 Kendra. Guess that's just better. Take 9. So one of the reasons we can only attack with 1 Kendra is because we need to be able to pump it. So if we like play Kendra and then he kills the Jade Light Ranger, the Ronus can't attack. But if we pump the Kendra, then the Ronus can attack as well. Certainly can't attack with both, right? I guess playing them both is just better. Like, he just took his turn off not attacking with these, and now they can't block. Yep. Go to 4. and then next turn we are representing lethal. I mean, this feels bad though. Like we have to put mana into these Earthshakers, which he can then just kill. That's not good. I really hope he doesn't have the third contempt. That'd be gross. Spell Pierce. I think I'm gonna pay for this. Don't want him gaining life. That's the thing. Do you have another one? Okay. Looks like he might have another one in his deck. If he's trying to cycle into it. I'm fine trading these because lands and spells are both good draws for us. All right. Watch this be a Gear Hulk now. That would be sick. I'm gonna play the Thicket because we won our 6th land. What do we got? What do we got? Treasure map, sure. Down to 1 card. Is it a Scarab God? I don't think that does it. Deadlands also doesn't do it. Opponent's just dead. Oh, Fatal Push would do it, right? Wow, sick. Sick draw, man. Possible I was supposed to play a land there. Bottomed. Yeah, these matchups have not felt great. Scavengers in, Chandra in, Spray out. He showed us lower creatures, so I'm gonna leave the Abrades in. There's so much removal that these Kenras don't seem very good. Ronus seems particularly weak, but I'm going to leave one in just for the hell of it. Like, he's just removing all our creatures. I'm just going to board them both out. Let's be real. So, let's run this. Ow. It's kind of funny. I felt like Standard recently has kind of felt like a little bit of a roulette wheel. It's reminded me a little bit of Modern. The meta's very wide open. I have to mulligan this hand, right? I just want all my land drops. This is better. I need another red source, but hopefully there's one under that forest. Sleeve Siphoner. Oh, gifted AP one. Yeah, I should probably abrade this. Another one? Gross. Probably just Chandra minusing here. Gonti, interesting. Do I trade 1-for-1 with this? Maybe I trade 1-for-1. Ooh. I'm expecting this to be contempted, so... My Chandra's more important here. Hopefully doesn't have another removal spell. We've kind of flooded. Ah, he just hit our Glorybringer. That's sick. Yeah. This is probably dead to the Exert, plus a spell. Or just a spell. Conti's been so amazing every time I've seen him cast. Does that help us win the race? Maybe. If his last spell here is anything relevant, I believe we're dead. It's gonna be a Scarab God, isn't it? Yep. Oh, that's a tilt. It's fine. I'm just gonna concede. Let's get it over with. You got it.
My head is heavy, let me lay it down. Into your lap I would love to drown. I need that story I used to hear, to run on and to disappear.
I don't know. I need him to not hit the perfect off the Gonti. We have a curve. I feel like we're just a worse mono red deck. Is that fair? If he goes push into Gifted Aetherborn, I'm gonna scream. Oh, there it is. Treasure map. Significantly better for us. Alright, Chandra? Chandra would be amazing. Incoming moment of... No. I'm not gonna eat anything here. I'd rather try to attack for 4 next turn. And he's a ways off. One land means we have an answer to the Scarab God. 2 lands means we get Earthshaker back. Champion of Wits. This is the 3rd game and we're just now seeing this card. Would like a land. An untapped land, please. Just 1. 2's okay as well. but no more than 2. Man, everyone's running treasure maps. Glint Sleeve into the graveyard with an Aether Hub. That's interesting. Spoiler alert, it was not a land. I'll take your Fatal Push. Five down to 12. Next turn takes another 5 down to 7. And then this Glorybringer should be lethal, assuming he has to tap out. Or no, he'd go to 9, right? So 3, 4, 8 takes him to 1. Ugh. He can have a lot of mana this turn, though. 6 mana. So he can Contempt and then have 2 mana left over? Three mana left over. You can also get back Champion of Wits if he wants, but that doesn't seem very appealing. If he plays Scarab God, we're in trouble if we don't draw a land. Six mana? Or no, 5 mana. Alright, land please. Sure. Of course not. It's really not our night. Well, I can't afford him drawing a million cards. Whoa. So that's good for us. So in the end step here, I'm gonna struggle this. And then on our turn, oh no, we won't be able to, because on his end step he'll get it back. So I was supposed to Abrade. I should have. Well, yeah, I don't know. Another treasure map. Yeah, I was probably supposed to Abrade that. Wish I had that land. That 5th land. Alright, come on. Come on, 5th land. One time. One time, come on. Do I exert? I think so. Otherwise, I'm effectively just doing 2 over the next. I'm actually doing 0 over the next 2 turns. Alright, come on, baby. Chandra. Alright, he goes to 1, and then he goes to 5, assuming he gets back Gifted Aetherborn. And then I believe we have lethal with this Chandra next turn. Might just have lethal with our air if he doesn't have anything. Getting back the Aetherborn actually doesn't do anything because it can't attack. We're not playing. It's not a God Pharaoh's Gift, so it doesn't have haste. So then we just fly over and kill him. He could have gotten Pia, but then we can exert as well. So he's kind of in a precarious spot. Yeah. Alright, finished 2-3. Should have conceded to my last round opponent. But I forgot that we only had 1 win. Guess let's do a summary of how I felt about the deck. Overall, I thought the deck was pretty medium. Brennan DeCanrio has 2 Hour of Devastations. I still didn't... Like, against Mono Red, we brought it in, but we often just died. This deck really needs, like, a Sylvan Advocate or something, you know, that's good against Mono Red that can help you win the race. Or, like, Long Tusk Cobb used to be really good because you could just kind of get it bigger than their stuff, potentially. Unfortunately, all the way up the curve, everything just dies to Lightning Strike. So you spend 4 mana, they spend 2 mana, and you're just gonna be way behind. Could have boarded wrong. I'll be the first to admit that. Maybe we're supposed to leave in Glorybringers. Seems a little wrong. Maybe on the play we want them. That seems to be a bad matchup. But then blue-black also seems to be a really bad matchup. I just don't know how you beat that deck. Vraska's Contempt, we were just like super weak to it. The first Gear Hulk is probably lights out for the deck. And the moment they get to 9 mana and can play Scarab God and activate, it's just game over. We can grind. We can definitely like try to struggle to survive, but all of that gas just goes right back into their deck. And then their land to spell count in the deck is very high. Or low, I guess. And so, you know, even though that's true for us as well, they've been drawing more lands than us more than likely because of Glimmers, and their spells are higher impact than ours on average. So I think like you're kind of weak to the 2 polarizing decks of the format, and then you're also just like weak to the Grixis mid-range deck, which also just runs 4 Vraska's Contempts. So to me, this doesn't seem to be a good meta choice. And I can't really even come up with anything that I think this deck is like amazing against that none of the other powerful decks are doing. Like, you know, maybe God Pharaoh's Gift because you have the Brontodons, but those Brontodons used to be in the main and now they're not in the main anymore. I don't know. I wanted to try it because I've heard a lot about it. It looks good on paper to me. Rekindling Phoenix seems insane. But everyone's got 4 Vraska's Contempts in their 75. So I think you can win with the deck. I think you would probably want to put a lot of time in with the deck. Make sure that you know all the ins and outs and all the little plays that I probably didn't do. And at the end of the day, though, I would play something else. There's a lot more powerful things you could be doing than just trying to curve out. I feel like this is a worse red deck. And if it was good against red, then I would be all for it. But I don't know. Again, maybe I boarded wrong. All right, we got a giveaway to do. While I'm pulling this up, I just want to remind everyone that Nerd Rage Gaming is doing their second championship trial this weekend on Saturday. I will give you a link to that in chat. This is a Midwest tournament. It's going to be very big, and it's going to be the Legacy. You can find more information on the link in the chat. All right, so let me pull up the giveaway. I need to update some subscriber information real quick. Alright, so we are in a new month. Making sure everyone has all of the entries they are entitled to. There's a couple of people on the subscriber list who don't want to be included, so I'm just making sure they're not included either. What happened here, Google? That was weird. All right. All right, this looks good. Let's do it. We got 17 rows. Let's pull up random.org. Make sure you guys can see this. All right, I'm going to generate a number from 1 to 17. I'm going to randomize this column 3 times, and then I'll generate the number. Whoever I hit, whatever row, that's the winner. Pretty simple. 1 to 17, 11. Peoria Dolphin, Dan Street Matter, you are our winner. The first one of the month. Congratulations. That resub yesterday really helped you. Dan, have you won before? I can't remember. All right, I will send you instructions and reach out to you on Facebook to get your email address. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for tonight. We're going to end a little early tonight. We ran a little late last night. Like I said, I think the deck was kind of so-so. Not something I would play. I'd probably steer people away from it now that I've played with it. It just doesn't feel powerful enough. It's certainly fun. I could see it being fun for an event. As always, check out our sponsors. Sponsored by OCM MTG. Give you a link there in chat. Chris is a great guy. There's actually a team constructed event in Des Moines, Clive, Iowa, coming up, I think on the 17th, right? Yeah, on the 17th. So if you live out in the Midwest and you're not planning on going, I highly recommend it. I know there are still people looking for teams. I would hope it's on the OCM website. Some information on it, but I can't guarantee that. Also, just a reminder, I'll be doing coverage for Nerd Rage Gaming this weekend. It'll be Legacy. You can check out, just Google Nerd Rage Gaming, or you can check out their Twitch channel. They have got a Twitter, all that kind of information. I don't have a lot of that set up yet in the stream, but I'll be working on that in the coming weeks, getting them kind of more solidified within this stream, so that people can know that I'm doing the coverage, but also know about the upcoming events. Yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock.